Are you ready to take your business to the next level and make the money you want so that you can create the impact you desire? Then you're in the right place. It's possible to run a successful business built around your life. Get ready for a little bit of tough love and a whole lot of strategy to grow your business without sacrificing your sanity. If you're ready to get out of your own way and step into the role of CEO, then let's go. I'm Amy Traw, and this is the Motivated CEO Podcast. I just got done listening to a friend of mine's podcast, Joanne Bolt, over on the Be Word podcast, and she was talking about burning the boats in the back end of her business. This was episode 139. I'll link up below. But this got me thinking. It got me thinking because I'm in the process right now of burning down the boats. They were smoldering a little bit earlier this year, but now they're full on flaming. The boats are burning right now, but it feels good. So in today's episode, I want to dive a little bit behind the scenes and unpack what's been going on, because a lot of times we only see these shiny objects, these wins on social media, but there's been a lot happening behind the camera that you don't see. So because I love you so much and I appreciate you being here, I'm going to pull back the curtains and share a little bit of what's going on. I think earlier this year, it really started with the highlight of our year, which is Confidence Sells. Confidence Sells is an annual event we host here for female entrepreneurs in Northeast Ohio. And our goal is to empower, educate, and elevate female entrepreneurs. And this event was phenomenal. We made some big changes this year. It went off without a hitch. My heart was so full. Just providing the space for women to connect with each other just really fuels me, because it's not about me. It's about providing the space to connect them to the resources they need, to the things that they need, to the people that they need that have the solutions to the problems they have. So I'm riding really high after this event, and I have this awesome idea how I'm going to inject this new offer into my product suite, which is really going to revolutionize the game. I don't see anybody else doing it. And so I build out this whole offer, plan to launch it on Pink Friday, but then just something felt off. And what I did was I did something that I tell my clients to do all the time, but I'm not so great at doing it. I do it quarterly, but I should probably do it monthly, if not a mini version of it weekly. And that was I took the time to pause. I took the time to slow down and dive inward. I put myself on a social media detox. I was super, super extra intentional with how I was consuming content. Yes, I was still engaging, but I wasn't scrolling. I wasn't scrolling the Instagram feed. I wasn't consuming a lot of podcasts. And I took that time to really ask myself, why? Why am I doing this? Why am I creating this offer right now? Why do I want this? Is this what I want? And in getting really quiet, I realized the answer was no. And that was hard. It was really hard because I've been here before. I've been at this point before in my business. And what I tend to do is I get stuck in a state of indecision. And I'm sure you've experienced this at one point or another as well. But this was something that was really brought to my attention back about 2 years ago. As I'm growing the membership, as I'm growing my organizing business, I was doing both, but I wasn't doing both well. And I am one of those people. I can be so scatterbrained. I think most of us as entrepreneurs, we have some level of ADHD where we're just chasing. We're chasing shiny objects. We want to see what everybody else is doing. We're consuming as a mask for taking action. We feel like by consuming, that is action, but it's not. Consuming information is not the same as actually implementing the things in your business that will move you forward, getting uncomfortable, putting yourself out there, connecting with people. So I realized that no, this isn't what I truly want, because sitting in that state of indecision, not making a decision is making a decision. And that right there, that one statement was something that truly changed my life when I was working with a life coach back in 2022. Not making a decision is making a decision, because we stay stuck, right? We stay stuck in that state of analysis paralysis, and it feels good to stay there because making that decision is uncomfortable. It's our brain telling us, nope, I know what it's like right here. I'm comfortable here. The other thing, we don't know. What could that outcome be? What's that action? We don't know. So I'm going to keep you safe. So I realized that's what I was doing. I was using that indecision to stay comfortable. But the last time I faced this back with my organizing business, after I let go of that, which logically didn't make any sense because it was profitable, letting go of that let me grow. It let me grow exponentially. And what I realized in taking that pause is that sometimes you have to let go to grow. And that's exactly where I'm at again. As I evolve into the next level version of myself, as I step into that new version of me, I'm going to have to let certain things go, certain people go. And over this past year, I've done a little experiment on the back end of my business where I've really been intentional with the team of people that surround me. And I've had to let go of a lot of my 1099s, my subcontractors in my business. I still outsource things here and there, but now I have one person. There's one person on the back end that is my integrator, that keeps the back end of the business running so that I can focus on being the visionary, the true CEO. I'm not meant to do it all. You cannot build a sustainable business when you're trying to do it all. And letting go of that control, that was scary. That was really scary, starting to delegate tasks to others. But that's a whole nother episode for a whole nother day. I'm interrupting this episode to share a free online networking opportunity for female entrepreneurs. Join me for Coffee Talk every Monday at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time and connect with like-minded entrepreneurs, leveling up and stepping into the role of the CEO of their business. Details can be found in the show notes. I would love to see you there. So we do this experiment. I'm growing, I'm evolving, I'm changing. What I realized in diving in and asking myself why is that, you know what? I get to choose. And so do you. How often are you holding on to things in your business, in your life even, that no longer serve you? We do it all the time. I am so guilty of this. And I think a lot of times it's because we're constantly trying to keep up with everyone else. We're over-consuming. We're over-consuming because we're curious. We want to know what everyone else is doing. We want to be accepted by the tribe. So what ends up happening is we're searching in all the wrong places for the answers. We're looking for the secret out there. It has to be out in that next course. It has to be out there in the next program, in the next thing. But in all of this consumption, you're not taking action. You're not taking action to create the momentum, which creates the results. So I challenge you. I challenge you to dive inward and ask yourself, okay, why am I doing what I'm doing? Take the time to pause. And taking the time to pause will feel uncomfortable at first because we don't like to face the uncomfortable things in our businesses and in our lives. But when you start to view your business like an experiment, that right there, that's powerful stuff. I still remember the first time I ever heard this analogy, viewing your business like an experiment. I was like, oh my gosh, wait, what do you mean? Yeah, let's detach. Let's detach from the outcome because we wrap so much of our worth in the results we achieve. But when you can shift that lens and go, you know what? What is this teaching me? What are these numbers showing me? It's showing me what's working and what's not working. And don't be intimidated by numbers. I love me some spreadsheets and data and analytics, but just start simple. Start tracking where are your current clients coming in from? Where are they gaining awareness about you? A lot of times it's not in the places that we think. Yes, people become aware through social media, but that is just one piece. That is one very small piece of the puzzle. I want you to really ask yourself, how can I collaborate with others that are doing similar things? How can I grow my network? How can I foster these relationships with other people? Allow yourself to play. Allow yourself to experiment in your business and see what works and what doesn't. And then what you can do is create systems then built around what's working for you. Because it doesn't matter what's working for everyone else. Everyone else may have their 20-step workflows and processes, but what's working for you? What is sustainable for you? This is your business and you get to choose. You get to choose how you run it. The really cool part about especially being in the online space is that there are no rules. There are no rules. And a lot of times, the most successful people, they're the ones that were willing to raise their hand, say, you know what, this isn't working for me, and blaze their own trail. And you can too. You can too when you quiet down and settle the noise and just get curious. Bring something unique to the table. That's what's awesome. That's what's so cool is you get to play, you get to experiment, but it comes down to really giving yourself permission. Giving yourself permission to try something new, to say what you believe, to stand up for who you are and stop blending in. Stop blending in with the noise and just try. Put yourself out there. It's going to be very uncomfortable at first. Believe me, I feel the discomfort right now. There were a lot of growing pains as I made these cuts, as I made these pivots over the past year. And now I'm excited. I'm excited to see what 2024 brings because I have detached from the outcome and given myself permission to play. Given myself permission to be a beginner and to do things my way. I took back my power. And what that does is it reignites the spark within us because I'm not having to live up to anyone else's standards but my own. So I encourage you to do the same thing. Practice the pause. Practice the pause and see what your business could look like. Sometimes you have to let go. Let go of the things that are no longer serving you in order to grow. I am here for you. I am truly grateful you are taking the time out of your day to connect with me, to pop those earbuds in and listen to what I have to say. I absolutely love if this episode resonated with you. Share it out on social media so I can share you out. It means the world to me when you drop into my DMs and say, hey, this helped me. This made an impact. Because the numbers show you're listening. But I want to connect with you. I'm a real person on the other side of the DMs. I'm just like you. Until next time, Mama, stop dreaming and start taking messy action. You've got this. Are you loving what you're hearing? Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss an episode.